We're on. Victor here from VB Homes of Texas. Now as Victor the Collector, Connector. Sorry, no, I don't want to say that. I'm getting a little too excited. What's up, my friend? Let's see. What did I do today? Well, a lot. I've done a lot. I'm going to collaborate with Wi-Fi here pretty soon. Uh, Me and Wi-Fi actually had a meeting today. How Wi-Fi and the collector can work together, and so it's been a great conversation. And so please follow. And there's so much more to come in the future. So yeah, that's going on. Also, let's see what else. Just looking for deals. Connected with more people. I just actually just came back from a network meeting, hence the connector. Um, Talked to some more real estate investors, part of my RIA. So we actually have Margarita Mondays, which a best way to start is on with a margarita. uh, Talk shop, discuss process, discuss new deals, how to go back and collaborate. And guys, here's the new thing: collaboration is the new currency, right? We want to go back and make sure we're able to connect with people. We're able to collaborate. We're able to go back and work with others, JVing, and take full advantage of a partnership. Why not? Let's do it. Let's collaborate. Let's make it happen. What's up, my friend? You gonna come up? You gonna request up? Let's do that. Let's do this. I'm trying to work some. I'm trying to work some. Ashley, is that you? Is that you, girl? Come on up. I'll put you on Facebook. I have Josh on Instagram. It is you. Oh my God. Look at this killer. Hey, I haven't brought anybody on Facebook up. Can you do that? If anybody who doesn't know who Ashley Thomas is, you need to follow her. She is a true killer, killer of action. Met her last year. What was it? Was it marketing? Or it was marketing. It was marketing. Yeah, it was our marketing workshop we met. And it was a pleasure to meet her because she's from Dallas. I was from Dallas, and we just met in Miami. And it was an awesome opportunity to meet her. Okay. Hey, Josh, go ahead and request up. There's something wrong with the Insta. It does that sometimes. And so, and I saw her climb to success. It's like she is killing it. And then going from there, she's doing photo shoots and everything else. Tara, is that you? Come on up. Let's talk. Let's see. Did y'all leave me? I think they left me. What, some punks? What's up with that? So I'm just talking here. I got all these people in front of me. I don't know what the heck is going on. Okay, one second. Anyways, we met at a workshop, and we had a great time, and we just connected, and we're trying to go back and do some stuff together. The reason why I'm moving and bobbing around because I have Instagram, I have Facebook, and I have YouTube. And I have the cameras all over the place. I'm trying to figure out and maneuver around and around. So I'm trying to become omnipresent. And so the best way to do it is trying to bring all the this crap. And I love it. I saw it. I love it. I love it. I still like the
Get
first.
them while you can.
Hey, I still like the first version. The first version is pretty good.
You got the original.
You see that? You see that, guys? You need to get your swag. So Josh just got some swag.
Yeah, trying to figure out shirts.
Let's do shirts. And so we're trying to figure all that out. So if anybody who doesn't know who what we do, I am Victor. I help people to invest their money into an engine that goes back and builds generational wealth as at the same time get all the tax benefits that goes with it. So if you want to know more, please DM me, follow me, contact me, call me, text me, email me. I'm around. I'm around. If you don't know who I am, man, where you been? Where have you been? And then the people in Instagram, this is my best friend Josh. Josh, introduce yourself. People from
Yeah, hey,
YouTube
everybody.
and Facebook, listen up.
Hey, everybody. I am Josh Martin up here in the Great White North, Canada. I am the founder of Mindset Mafia. I'm a life, small bit of business, and more or less mindset coaching. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love this. This is my favorite hat, I have to say. But I'm super happy to be here. Obviously, Victor and I do a lot of things together. But if anybody ever needs anything, please, by all means, reach out to either of us. We're here to help. There's a lot of stuff changing. I was going to make a post for you, Victor, today for your other Instagram, but you got put in jail, so
Yeah.
that didn't happen. But yeah, no, so I'm a mindset and life coach, and I've got a lot of people around me, a lot of things changing over the last few days, as much as well for Victor. So I think it's that momentum after 10X. It just is going through everybody, right? So
Absolutely, and he does bring up a good point. It's all about making massive action. What's up, Nicole? It's about taking massive action, and when you get around the right people, they go back and recharge your freaking core and able to start getting those creative juices going, right? And then once you do that, you got to do something. You got to have an outlet, and the best outlet you're able to do is go back and put that energy into your business. And every entrepreneur out there will understand what I'm talking about, because you have to go back and take those massive actions. You know, the things that you've been holding off on. Hey, I'll do that later. Do this. Let's do the photo shoot next week because we don't have time for it. Go ahead and do it now, because once you do that and take it out of your checklist, the possibilities is going to be crazy, right? And then how about taking that meeting that you've been pushing off? You want to go back and talk to that one person that you could go back and change your life.
Yeah,
you got to
go
back. Go ahead.
Here's the thing, Victor. If you don't keep the promises to yourself, you're creating a habit of procrastination.
Absolutely. And once you go back and build that habit, now it becomes a lifestyle. And if you got to go back and break that. You know, one of the things that we learned at GrowthCon is that Gary Brecka was on stage talking about 10x health. And do you know that in 83 or 86 days, you actually have a new body, you have a new person. And then what happens is that your all the cells that you had once before is now gone. And so you're shedding your old and you have a new person. So the question is, what are you going to do with that new person? Are you going to still be with the bad habits, the procrastination, the same mindset? Or what are you going to do with it? Are you going to go back and change it? Are you going to go back and do massive action? Are you going to go back and talk to that person that you wanted to call but never did? Are you going to take that meeting with coffee so you can go back and discuss your plan? Are you going to go back and go on stage and discuss what you want to go back and talk about throughout the entire people in front of you? What is the thing you want to do? It's your turn to talk, man.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the tech. It's so true, man. Like, I mean, we've all been there. We've all done it. Like, you know, I'm going to work out tomorrow. And then it doesn't happen. You're like, oh, well, I'll do it tomorrow, right? I'll do it the next day. Then all of a sudden it's Saturday and you're like, shit, I haven't worked out all week, right? Like, and it doesn't have to be like the F45 and all those like killer programs. Like, go for a walk up and down your street. Like, just do something, right? But keep those promises that you make to yourself, because for me, that was like the biggest thing to change, to help build my confidence, help keep myself on track, keep myself moving forward, was writing down my goals every day, writing down my to-do list on what I had to do that day. And I couldn't go to sleep until everything on that list is done, right? Like, I should send you my list of stuff that I did today. It was crazy. I got up at 5. I was like, yeah, mine's like way longer. I was on the beach for a week.
My beach time was over, but I was actually working when I was over there too. I had stuff I had to go back and do it myself too. So, But he,
100%.
Josh makes a great point, guys. By writing down your goals, about doing your basically a checklist for you to go back and do, and actually plan your day before you go to bed, it's going to go back and you start building a lifestyle because you're able to start getting a lot of things into check. Now, do you go back and finish it? It's up to you. You're the deciding factor. But there's going to always be opportunities of you have to go back and pivot, go back and adapt, go back and do some switching around because
Yeah.
you might get a phone call and you have to go for a deal. You might get a call that they need help for you to go back and help them with a situation. We don't know. We don't see the future. But at least if you have a plan in place, a process in place, then you're able to go back and construct your business in the right direction. Man, these people are just killing me, man.
I know they're blowing up our phones here. That's my fault. I put the chat together.
No, guys. Sydney, Colleen, Ricky, everybody. I love y'all. It's like it's lifetime, and I asked you to come on live. Sydney,
so anybody that doesn't know what Victor and I are talking about, so we created a group together, and we have a bunch of people that we're I don't know how to say this without being like snooty. We're not trying to be mean about it, but we have very select people that we're bringing into it, and we've put a very good group of people into it now, and it's just like by the time if you miss part of the text, by the time you get into the conversation, you're like, shit, man, this thing's been going on for like an hour. Like, how am I going to keep up here? And so when it finally dies down, you got to jump back in there and catch up to what everybody's been doing. Victor, I want to touch on something too.
Gotcha.
About the goals. So for anybody that doesn't write their goals down, step one is write your goals down every day. And step two, this is how I do mine now. I heard this at the Atlanta conference. So I write down 5 to 10 things that I'm grateful for every morning, right? And then right after, I write down my goals. And then after that, I've started writing down my accomplishments, like 5 to 6 accomplishments that you've done within the last 5 years. Because we often get moving so far and so fast that we don't realize what we've done and how far we've come, right? So go and taking inventory of what we've accomplished, how far we've come, the things that are upcoming, like put stuff on there that you're proud of. It doesn't have to be this major, I made $1 million. Like, did you get that certificate? Have a glass of champagne, like celebrate the little shit, right?
Absolutely. Hey, Dylan, come on up, man. Sydney, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing good. I have her on Facebook. Hey, Moza says thank you.
Yes, she had a very adventurous weekend.
Yes, she did. Many of you don't know what happened. We had a 10Xer who got stuck in Florida, and her flight got canceled twice.
I saw on the news.
And so I called and checked on her. Said, hey, if you don't mind, if you're not doing anything, see if you can find me a flight. I was like, well, I got one better. Let me connect you with somebody who does this for a better part and can probably do a lot more good than me. And so I actually connected her with Sydney and everything else. And thank you very much. I appreciate you answering the phone at 7:00 in the morning, calling me back. Actually, I didn't have Sydney's contact information, so I called her in our group on Facebook Messenger, and she said, "Who in the heck is calling me this early in the morning?" And so I left a message and everything else, and of course she called me back, and I left my real phone number on there too. So, but what Josh just said about the group is it's a select few, right? Because we want like-minded people, and it doesn't mean that you're not welcome. It's like you need to go back and talk to us, and we want to make sure you're a good fit, because it's not just about me and Josh. It's about the group. The group is also going to be collaborating on who's able to come in too. They have free choice to bring in like-minded people like ourselves, who's going to go back and make it a benefit for us, right? Because
it's keeping up the momentum in the group. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead. You're
keeping
good.
up the momentum in the group and having a safe safe spot that anybody in that group, if they're going through something, like every entrepreneur, business person, entrepreneur, whatever you're going through, there's days where you have hard times, and that's what that group is for, right? Because you need a group of people that you're getting to know each other, right? Like we're all pretty open with each other now. Obviously, when we get new people in there, they're like, who the heck are all these people? But it's a safe area where you can bring something up and it doesn't matter, right? Like people are going to encourage you. They're going to push you forward, give you advice. And like Victor said, we're doing a lot of collaboration in that group and helping each other out. So,
Sydney, how do you like the group so far?
Oh, I'm loving it. So much information. I actually had a long talk with Victor yesterday.
Yeah, we're going to go back and do something. My man, how is Florida?
It's good. Florida is always good.
I know. I'm kind of still jealous. I had to leave. Man, I'm sorry we didn't hang around too much, man. You know how GrowthCon was. We were doing all the connecting and everything else. I want to spend some more time with you. And then
I'm sure we'll find the time.
Oh, of course. We're always going to do something. So for the people who's watching, do you want to introduce yourself to everybody here?
Sure, yeah, definitely. So I'm Renato Jeromel. Met this awesome guy here throughout some friends in the tax community. It's always great to be connected to 10Xers and people that want to do better and achieve better things. My passion is construction and real estate, so pretty similar to what his passion is. I'm involved in some real estate deals here in Florida. Just working on getting some licensing for construction here in Florida, but my love is investing in multifamily. So we closed the last deal was 330 units in Atlanta, Georgia, and then now I'm looking for some deals here in Florida.
So
nice.
if you ever want to talk to construction, the man right next to you, he's pretty good at it too.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm not too bad at it, I guess.
I can always talk construction.
Yeah.
Well, he's a little bit
time.
north from you.
Yeah, I'm up in Canada, so it's a little bit different, the building style, but
ready for the cold. It has to be all, I lived in Wisconsin for 13 years. So
yeah,
probably a little bit more similar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
larger, basements and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, and it's like a race against the weather, right? Like it's in the summertime where we are in Kelowna. It's from now till like October. It's like push, get as much concrete on the ground as we can, get the framing up, bloody hell, get the roof on so that it doesn't snow. That's all that matters. The rest of the trades can wait.
But hey, what was your favorite part of GrowthCon?
Mine?
Yes.
I mean, the whole thing was great. I mean, I always enjoy connecting with people. I mean, that's not really about GrowthCon, but it's about the community. I think that was great. I think we had some really good, like, heavy hitter speakers that you don't see in a regular, any other conference, really. Like, I've never seen any other conference put by anybody that you can partake and, be within those heavy hitters, asking, just talking, like, questions that everybody would want to know. So that was awesome to know. I really enjoy, hearing from Lloyd, because such a big market, CEO of a biggest company that we all know of, just giving his perspective on investing in life. Tilman Fertitta was also really interesting. Just all the different points from these billionaires, that you can't, you may not like the guy, but the information, they got there for some reason, and you kind of have to take that for, grain of salt and kind of learn from them. Hey, like, this guy probably knows something that I don't know because he has what I don't have.
Exactly. You bring up a good point too. Our first speaker was one of the most influential person throughout my career, even before he decided to become and run for president of the United States. President Trump was always a businessman at heart, and that's what I loved about him, because we didn't talk about politics. We didn't talk about politics whatsoever. We talked about business and the business mindset and what you need to go back and do. Of course, he joked around with the hat and everything else, but the thing is, it's like he's a businessman at heart, and one thing he's so passionate about was real estate, and that's how I loved about a man who lost his fortune, and able to go back and get it again, even stronger and even better and more powerful. I was like, because he took that bad and turned it into a good thing, and wrote it off until it's like, hey, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And it takes balls. It takes courage. It takes a lot of courage. And you have to, and you got the fear. I think the fear of not trying is worse than the fear of trying.
It is now, but I mean, for like most people, or like I shouldn't say most, but a lot of people, they struggle getting over that line, right? Once you're over that line, then yeah, it's like, I don't want to not do it, because what if it's that one thing that works, right?
Most definitely, man. You don't know until you know. And when you don't know, and then you find out you know, it's like, come on. How and
Exactly.
one of the things that I was, try to tell everybody else is sometimes it's easier to keep it simple. The KISS method, right? Keep it simple. The simpler you do it, you'd be surprised how much you really have up here when you tend to slow this down and really look at the process, right? Orlando, how would you really consider yourself taking down 300 units all by yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't take it down by myself. I don't want to take that.
No. That's what I'm saying. No. But would you take one down by yourself?
By myself alone, probably not.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you? Because there's too many moving parts.
Yeah. I mean, you need the knowledge and relationship from all the parts involved. Anything great is not done alone.
Oh, I love that.
that quite a bit.
Hold on, I'm gonna write that down. I like that. I got my pen. Say it again.
And I think, you said a great thing about that kind of puts together all the speakers. They all already really passionate about what they do, independent of who it was. One interesting thing about Trump that I really appreciate, and I think all the three of us appreciate, is real estate and construction, which he's very good at. But just all the other speakers, they were they're very influential, but they're very passionate about what they do. And I can't remember which speaker it was, but one of them talked about the chances of failing. That is actually, you have a higher chance of failing if you don't take risk.
I think that was Lloyd.
Because was it Lloyd? Yeah.
I think it was Lloyd.
It was like if you don't take risk, your chance of failing is higher than actually taking risk. And he looks at it very from a numbers perspective. Which
that was Lloyd.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was Lloyd,
from
because
an engineering background.
Yep. Because what I love what he said also, piggybacking to that, is that the gambler gets the higher reward because they're willing to go back and take that chance, willing to go back and go for it, all in. Who was it? There was a person, I can't remember who exactly said it, is that there's always that analogy, right? There's analogy in Texas Hold'em or in poker. If you go all in, you can bust, right? And then you're done because you don't have enough chips. But in life, you can go all in as many times as you want. It doesn't matter because you have enough chips. If you're willing to take that chance, you have enough chips to go all in every day on every deal, on every possibility and opportunity. And when I heard that, it was like, I was like, that's just gold. I was like, you don't think about stuff like that, going all in every day, all day, no matter how many times. Endless of all ins. I'm like, man.
Yeah, it was interesting the
No
way he
one
put it.
familiar.
I mean, it seemed like he had gone all in many times before he actually had a success. Just by the way he said it, it sounded like he had some. He didn't talk about his fails, but it just sounded like he had some pretty good fails before he actually won. So it was very interesting to hear that.
Well,
Especially coming from a guy, worth how much has he used worth.
how much is Trump worth? Anybody know?
I'll look.
Who, tell me?
No, Trump.
Trump's net worth.
Oh,
I want to say
2.5 billion.
how much?
2.5 billion.
Hey, that's two
His,
point.
his
That's
net worth.
that's 2.5 more than I got.
I didn't know he's 76 years old, eh?
Hey, can you imagine
oh, wow.
if he didn't do the 4 years vacation, how much it'd be worth? Right? Because he
probably
could,
lost quite a bit.
yeah, he lost a lot of money. He could have been worth maybe 15 or 20 because the way he does deals for 4 years, he could not do anything. He had to put everything on pause, or I think he had to sign everything off to his kids or somebody there. I'm not sure exactly what the
I
politics
think
is.
his eldest son ran everything while he was in office. He probably had a lot of, knew what was going on, but I'm pretty sure, it was his oldest son or something like that that basically ran the show.
But man, having your kid and give him the keys to the kingdom,
Yeah.
and hopefully it's still there when you're done.
Yeah. Get back out, you're broke.
Could y'all do that?
See a game.
Hey, could y'all really do that? Give the keys to the kingdom to your oldest child, and
Well, I
hope
don't have one yet, so I don't know.
and hope and pray in 4 years is still there, but hopefully it's a lot better than what you left it.
Or at least level.
No, man.
I'd be okay with no girl. You put all that up and then drop it back down. I'd be like,
And then start doing massive action. Shit. It's crazy.
yeah.
So what's your next goal? There's a lot of things going on. Rolando, did you see my new Instagram? I'm not sure if I sent it to you. Victor the
He's
Connector.
in jail though.
I saw it.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I
Rolando.
haven't seen it. No.
Okay. Well, I have a new IG. It's called Victor
Awesome.
the Victor the Connector. And then I was trying to follow people that now I'm in Instagram jail.
Oh my God.
And so
I'm gonna patent that and sell it back to you now.
no, I already got it, dude. I already got the domain name and everything else. So go for it.
Oh, you're all in. There you go.
I'm all in. You gotta own it, right? And it was funny that at GrowthCon they gave me that name for just because I was connecting other people, right? And it's like, even though Rolando, didn't we go back and just sat in the middle of the freaking lobby to start talking business, right? And
Yeah, it was awesome.
Until we got interrupted.
You're great at it. Like you just have I don't know. It's in your just system, man. You're just good at connecting people.
Oh man, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You're just good at awesome.
And
Yeah.
I have to go back and own it now, right? Because I've been told by so many people there has to be some truth about it, right? If I get more than one person saying it, there has to be some truth.
Yeah. You gotta follow that.
You got to follow it, right?
Tomorrow, thanks to Victor.
Say what?
I said I have a meeting tomorrow, thanks to you.
There you go. And the beauty is, and people really don't understand this. It's not because I want to connect people. It's a selfless act because I know if I'm able to help people, eventually they can help me when I need their help too, or bring me a deal, or connect me with somebody I need to be connected with. Let them be the connector too, because this isn't just me doing it. I'm doing it for you, and everybody who's listening. Because if we don't have that discussion, if we don't go back and have a communication, a sit down, let me know your story, what you're doing, what you're building, and what's missing in your life, I can't help you.
Yeah.
But when I do know, And once I hear your story, it starts clicking, it starts running. And then, hey, I know who I can connect you with. I know who you need to talk to. Here's the person you need to go back and discuss your problems with. Right, Cindy?
Right.
And so, and Victor can't do it all. There's no way. But I have my network who I truly trust and I have full confidence in, that I can go back and say, hey, you need to talk to this person. Tell them exactly what you just told me. And you'd be surprised how well you're able to find and that true solution to your problem.
Exactly.
And one of the things is that you got to find your shout, right? You lose your shout, then you lose your way to speak, your way to communicate. You got to have that shout.
Was that some story?
No, that was the preacher.
Oh, that's right.
That was the preacher, Preacher Banks. Yeah. Now, Tim's story, the one thing I love about what he said is that don't chase it, have it chase you. Because there's a lot of times that we chase something that is not a good fit for us.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just take a pause and then it comes to you. It finds you. And then what Stormy said really hit home. Are you the seed, the soil, or the saboteur? And it's amazing how this whole entire GrowthCon concept, from one man to go back and pick certain people that he wants to learn from, to allow us to hear the same thing.
Yeah.
And like you said, Ronaldo, it's like we're getting advice from billionaires with a B, guys who stacks bricks.
Yeah.
Capital bricks. We're talking about freaking Skyrises bricks, you know. And when they talk, you better listen, because there's not going to be any other way or any other opportunity that you as a person are going to be in the same room with billions of dollars.
Right.
You have to pay a mission to get in that room. And what we paid for is only a small price, because it only takes one connection to change your life. And a lot of people don't understand that, because collaboration is the new currency.
And it's not going to come overnight.
It's not going to come overnight.
But more than likely it won't.
But yeah, that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah.
I'm still bummed I didn't get to go.
Had a similar message.
Yep. But
it was all communication.
It's all about communication, guys. It's, if you don't communicate, how are you supposed to go back and grow? Rolando, if it wasn't for 100%. your investment team and everything else, you wouldn't be able to go back and take down that 300 unit apartment, right?
Yeah, no way. I mean, you need the team, you need the connection. Collaboration is the new currency, like you said. I mean, that keeps coming around. It's just there's no way to get big things done without collaboration, especially when it's larger deals. I mean, construction team, that's a huge one. You need a lot of people on the same page. They're turning the same pages and the same plans to be able to put something big together.
Absolutely. And then where does it all start? It starts with your soul and heart. And then you got to make sure your mindset is right. Because if this connection doesn't flow right, then what comes out of your mouth is vomit, right?
Heart.
100%.
So once you get this path fixed right, it just makes it work better. You're able to go back and speak and be truly admired of what you're trying to do, because you're not just going to go back and be there for number one. Never be there for number one. Be there for you. Be there for the other person. Help them first. And that, how many times has Grant says that? It's not just Grant. It's everybody. It's in the Bible. It's any type in any religion. Help your neighbor. Yeah, exactly. It's like you need to go back and help everybody, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't take care of your own home first. You have to take care of this first
Yeah.
before you're able to help anybody else.
So a lot of politicians need to learn that.
Oh man. Okay.
Take care of the house that you built first.
Let's not go too far into.
John Maxwell talks about that too. What is he? He said in Atlanta, give 60, only take 40. And then other people, like that's just his thing, right? Other people do like 80-20, whatever works for you. But it's always that feeling of helping somebody else, connecting them to that other person is like super fulfilling, right? Like it's even if you do it with no price attached, no whatever, it's just an amazing feeling to connect people. I know Victor and I have networked and connected a few people, and it feels great, right? Like to tell them, hey, yeah, connect this guy. And, they're obviously going off like Victor and I's word because we've got a relationship already built with that person. But it's great to kind of like, hey, make this connection because that person might not have had that connection if they hadn't met you.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
I saw Victor doing a lot of that over the past weekend.
Man, I appreciate it, man. Like I said, man, I wish I could spend more time with you and Nina and everything else because
I'm sure we'll find the time.
hey, the only thing I got to do is just fly out there and it won't take me that long to get there. It's not like you have to go back and twist my arm or anything like that.
Exactly.
Anyways, before I forget, I need to introduce you to Christian and Brooke Torres. They're a heavy hitter power couple.
Yeah.
They started doing mobile home parks and RVs. So they became very successful. They got themselves a place in Florida, and they just purchased their first sky high building for $17 million.
Oh wow.
That's awesome.
So they're pretty good. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So they're a great they're a great team. Say what?
I said I've still got to talk to them too.
Oh yeah, and yeah. Do you have their number?
I have Brooke's number.
Okay, there you go. Tell her that Victor said hi. Tell her that the connector said hi.
Connector. Victor, connector. You should get a cape.
Connector.
Hey?
Say what?
We should get you a big Texas cape and a shirt.
Hey, talking about Kate. I just came from a meeting with Maria, and we started talking about branding.
Yeah.
And man, that conversation went deep. Very, very deep, because if you don't remember this, guys, back in the day, I had all this covered up with 10X and my big dog.
And your office was spun around, wasn't it?
No, it's the same way. It's just the camera.
Oh, okay.
It's the mirror. And so it was time to start branding myself, right?
Right.
I got to start branding who I am. I got to brand my business so it can go back and relate to what I'm trying to do. It's not always about 10X. It's not always about Grant. It's about Victor. It's about VB Homes. VB Homes of Texas, to be exact. And so I'm going to start getting some merch coming because Mr. Josh over here is over there kind of inspiring me on anything because, of course, I help him out as much as I can, right? I help him out as much as I can because that's what friends do. And so I want to go back and start getting my merch out because it's time. Right after GrowthCon, you get all of this freaking creative juices going into your head. And you got to put them into you got to go back and put pen to paper, right? You got to put pen to paper. You have to go back and find your roadmap. You got to find a way to go back and put yourself distance. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's coming. And so, the logo, man, you got a brand. Always promote. Always promoting. And that's the main thing. You have to promote. Because if you're not going to do it, if you're not going to promote your business, there's no one else who's going to go back and do it, right?
Mhm.
So just do it.
Yep.
And
I'm
so,
working on doing the same.
yep. And so now I got this whole array of different concepts, different shirts, different hats, different everything. So here pretty soon you're going to start seeing some merch.
Attaboy.
Woo-hoo.
We'll have a VB home store.
Yeah, perfect. You best get that domain
Let's
too.
do it.
I already got the domain for that one too.
The merch store.
Oh, hold on, guys. Let me go take care of my dogs. It's raining.
So you're outside getting soaked. Oh god, too funny.
It's raining.
I'm upset that I didn't get to go to GrowthCon, but next year.
Awesome. Have you been to any other years or?
No, the first year I went, like the first time I got involved with Grant or like figured out who Grant was 2020, I think it was, and I just did the virtual ticket.
Oh, there's Ricky.
Ricky.
Ricky's on.
Ricky was all over the place. Everywhere I went, Ricky was.
Ricky. So,
Ricky.
uh-oh.
Yeah, he froze.
He froze.
We were talking and he froze.
Okay.
He didn't want to talk to
See,
me
that's
anymore.
what happened to me. Okay.
What time is it? Okay, guys, it's 10:17. I have an early day tomorrow. Let me go. Let me bring him up so I can go back and say goodbye. There he is.
There he
I think
is.
I'm back. I got kicked off for some reason.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I got an early morning. I gotta take my son to school tomorrow.
Awesome.
I got some phone calls to make. Hopefully, here pretty soon. I'll be calling you. We'll be talking about a deal. I'm trying to get this one deal in Wiley taken care of. It's a flex space. Might need some help. I'm looking for investors.
Sounds good. Yeah, let's talk.
All right. Hey guys, thank you everybody for coming on. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for everything. I cannot wait to see what we're going to go back and be doing in 2022. And let's just roll. Let's connect. Let's collaborate. If y'all need help,
Let's do it.
please let us know. We're here to help you. Contact
Absolutely.
anybody here in this network. We'll go back and find the solution for what your problem is. As long as you go back and be crystal clear on what your issues are, we can find a way to and make it happen, right?
100%.
100%.
All right, guys.
Exactly.
Okay.
I love y'all.
See
Take
you
care.
later.
Good night.
Good night.